Hi everybody, this is Dr. Carol Parker Walsh with Evolve Image Consulting, and I thought it would be a great thing to share with you some tips on how to pack and prepare for your business conference. Now I'm getting ready for a business conference, so I thought, hey, why not shoot a quick video to let you know what I do to prepare and to give you some tips that I think may be helpful for you going to your conference. So when you think about conference, I want you to think about your pre-conference experience and what you need to do at conference and then post-conference. So for your pre-conference, the first thing that I do is I get an envelope like this, which is going to be utilized all throughout my experience, before conference, while I'm there, and after, because it's going to hold a lot of information that I'm going to be using and needing. So I print out my agenda for the conference. I print out my boarding pass, hotel reservation, any transportation information that I would have. If I'm going to be staying with a roommate, I make sure that I bring their information so I can contact them to let them know that I'm coming or when I'm going to be showing up, and what are my patterns and habits when I'm in the room. That's a good thing to know ahead of time. If I'm going to be bringing any additional food, if I have allergies, just different things of that nature. If you're going to be rooming with someone, that it's good for them to know. So I definitely bring their contact information so I can communicate with them ahead of time and let them know anything like that. Or if I snore, some people do, so you want to think about that. The other good thing about this, and we'll talk about this in the post-conference, what to do, but I also make sure that I have about 10 postcards that are already, have my information on there, my return address, and are already stamped, and I'll talk about what to do with those later, so I include those in there as well. In addition to that, you want to think about what it is you're going to pack, obviously. Now, depending on how long the conference is, I tend to always pack for something that I can check, I can bring on board and don't have to check. But some people like to check a bag. I don't, because I don't want to get my bag lost and then not have anything to wear for my conference. So I'll include a link. Go look at the link below here, and that's a link to my blog post on how to pack a travel capsule wardrobe so that you have everything you need and you can bring your bag on board. But you want to think about, as you're packing, what is it you want to bring. Most business conferences ask you to come business casual. So don't forget the business part of the casual. So you don't want to, go too far in jeans and sandals and things of that nature that don't really bring you up to that business casual look, because you're going to be conducting business, right? So you want to make sure that your items are clean. If you need to put things in the cleaners, if you need to get things repaired, check everything that you want to bring to conference before you bring it to make sure you're going to be looking amazing. I think one of the easiest things to do is to pack a couple of solid color dresses with different throws, or jackets or sweaters that you can throw over it to change the look up from day to day without having too many clothes that you have to actually pack. The other thing you want to do is to bring a nice pair of flats for comfort. Bring a nice wedge, nothing too high, that gives you a nice heel to wear with your outfit, and then bring a dressy pair of shoes for that evening event if you choose to go to that as well. So that's some of the things to think about beforehand. You also want to have your little business bag. Now, whether you bring a small little business briefcase or a little bag that's going to contain your business card and a business card holder so those aren't wrinkled, any brochures, a really great pen, and a notepad that you have earmarked just for the conference. So bring those things and have those things prepared to come and to pack as well. Now, while you're at conference, I want you to think about making sure that you take care of yourself. Conferences can be exhausting. They tend to go from the earliest of the morning to the latest of evenings. And so you need to really be familiar with the agenda to know where is it that you can take those breaks, or make a determination of whether or not you want to engage in the evening activities or the after-hour activities that may be available to you. You may need your rest. So be sure to drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest while you're at conference, and just take care of yourself while you're there. I know sometimes it's overwhelming. You want to do everything, but don't forget that you want to be at your maximum potential before you get there and while you're there. So be sure that you take care of yourself. Now, you're going to be collecting information, business cards, and other people's contact information while you're at conference, and that's where this envelope comes back in handy, because it gives you a nice place to contain everything so you're not looking for it later. And then, while conference, maybe on the last day of conference, go through the business cards that you've collected, the information or contacts that you've written down, and remember those 10 postcards I told you to pack and bring? Well, what you're going to do is to write a quick thank you note and to the person that you met, to let them know that you enjoyed meeting including them and any follow-up information that you agree to, and put that on the postcard, and then just leave it with the front desk so they can drop it in their mail. That way, when they get home, they have this wonderful little thank you note as a remembrance of the meeting that you had together. So that's what you're going to do with those cards, and you want to do that on the last day of the conference. Just when you're checking out, give them that for their outgoing mail, so when they get home, they have this wonderful surprise from you. Now, post-conference, I suggest that the day before the conference and the day after the conference, you book nothing, because if you're traveling to a different time zone, you are going to be exhausted. You're going to be tired from the activities. Your mind is going to be filled with information and things that you're going to want to engage in and be contemplating and thinking about, and you need time to just really unwind, unpack, and go through the information that you have. So don't plan anything. Have a clear calendar the day before the conference, before you leave, and the day after the conference, so you can really unwind. And then go through this little baby and take out all that vital information that you have and plan what you want to do with it for the coming weeks and months ahead. So those are my tips on packing and planning for your business conference. I hope it was helpful, and stay tuned for more of these fabulous tips and videos coming your way from me, and have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.